They're really great. Yeah. Now we can start. Oh, fuck.
Did you just fluff us up by going, hey, we got two guys that are really great?
I did. I was our own hype man.
You're the Flavor Flav. And you're also the whatever the other guy's name was.
I had a dream about killer cops.
Doesn't shock me. I got to be honest with you. I got to stop saying you got to drink if you hear me say got to be honest with you. What, okay, what is this now that like, let me see if I can predict the dream.
Okay.
Killer Cops.
Yeah.
Biggest movie in the world.
No, that's not.
Chinese love it.
Nope.
It's already made $1 billion in China.
You're being too literal.
$500,000 in, okay.
You're not following how dreams actually work.
All right, let me start over. Is it crazy absurd?
It was absurd, yeah.
Killer Cops, the script, is actually a person.
No.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and tell me?
All right. So I dreamt that there was a character in Killer Cops that we had written. We were like, this character is so good. It's a little British boy who's got chocolate all over his face. He's been in a chocolate store.
So it's Killer Cops meets Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
He comes out and he goes, I've nearly crucified myself with chocolate. And when I woke up, I go, that's good. And I wrote it down in my little notebook.
That is good.
I mean, it is. But it's very similar when it's Step Brothers when the mom walks in and they're sleeping.
Yeah.
And he goes, the cloud has no penis. And she goes, what kind of dream? This is what I ask of you. What kind of dreams are you having?
That's the dream I had.
How did he almost crucify himself with chocolate?
Well, he was just so full.
He goes, I nearly crucified like Jesus.
I think it's because we've been talking about religion so much that it worked its way in there, you know?
Yeah, we have?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Because you always say something bad about.
Yeah, I said I went to I said I went to a German church and we go Heil Jesus.
Is that true? Did you really say that at that church?
It's a new bit. Hey, if you want to see me this weekend, the 7th, 8th, and 9th of June, I'll be with the machine himself, Mr. Bert Kreischer.
Oh, shit.
St. Louis on Friday.
Go-karts.
Nashville on Saturday. And Greenville, South Carolina on Sunday. I think there's a couple tickets left for a few. We're doing clubs. He's getting warmed up for the Tops Off tour.
Why is this not? My punchline machine isn't working.
Uh-oh. Machine down.
What happened to it?
Uh-oh.
Stupid punchline. Come on.
I like when we figure out things on the show.
You don't like it. You get the farts are working fine.
You just got to go work with the farts.
There you go. That's what I was trying to hit for you. What a waste of time. Shit. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Now I believe all those guys on Reddit who says my soundboard sucks.
There's a subreddit dedicated just to your soundboard.
How much they hate it.
It's 100,000 people in there. All the people that hated Fighter the Kid have gone over to fuck Andrew's soundboard.
They say, I hate his laugh. I hate his soundboard. I hate his big fat belly.
Well, Stevie with Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, and if you like webcomics, check out Tarnation Lucille. It's in the top 50 on top webcomics.
It keeps going up. You better get there before it's number one. Because once it's number one, it's too late.
Yeah, then you won't be let into the club.
Yeah, then he's going to be like, sorry, can't look at it.
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, I'm making $30 a day off of this. On ad revenue.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah, it ends up being more than you think it is.
It's like $10,000.
$30 a day is $10,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. Hold on.
The guy goes, oh, $30 a day sucks.
I know, but to brag about it is like not really that much. But then you
$30 a day for 100 years
is how much?
It's like $1 million. You keep this up, you're gonna be a millionaire.
You know what? If I triple this every year,
yeah,
it'll be amazing.
$30 a day is like people in a studio apartment.
Yeah,
that's $900 a month. It's not. I don't. People go, oh, $30 a day. I wouldn't even take that if you gave it to me.
Well, okay, so hey, it's not bad.
Not bad. Fucking fantastic.
All right, everybody. So check it out.
You're just sitting back making that coin. I'm looking at you a little different now. I got to be honest with you.
By the way, is this how we find out O'Neill's a math savant? That was just over $1 million.
That is pretty good.
Oh, you know that I can't read at all, but I'm like I can do crazy math in my head. I can also count cards in one deck.
That's
once
pretty good.
people went, we came to the last card.
I
do
52
exactly,
every time.
I do the exact suit and the number. People were blown away, and I go, I can't. And they go, how'd you do that? I go, I can't read. So my brain is being used for something else.
So comicfury.com or Tapas. Tapas is where I make my ad revenue. If you want to check me out over there.
Yeah, and you get several different meals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
in one sitting.
Unfortunately, half of them are squid based.
I can tell you every car on our block at home, but that's just because I'm Jason Bourne.
Oh, this guy goes, I can tell you how much gas is in each one of them.
And I can tell you how to stab a guy with a ballpoint pen.
And I have no memory of my past.
Yeah, and I come up with incredible dreams about British boys covered in chocolate.
Dude, this Killer Cops, I gotta be honest with you. Fuck, drink! I think it's rotting you from the inside. Because I think on your deathbed, you were gonna be like, hey, his partner was a gun. Like just repeating it over. Like you're gonna be like 98, you're in an old folks home. And I hear you across to the other side of the wall, and it's just like this. I go, you gotta stop talking about the fucking script.
It's just because I love it. I love it so much.
Well, you know what? ATC is a production company. Maybe we set up a pitch. Aaron, does this seem like something that you guys might be interested in?
I think we're going to need to see a script on this.
Oh, God, here we go.
Oh, so this is a postscript pitch then. You know, we want to see the full screenplay.
Okay.
Don't worry, we can knock it out.
Yeah, we're going to write it on this show, and then we'll play it for you. So that you guys don't have to fucking read it. I think audio scripts.
Audio scripts are the new thing.
I really think you do a script, you get somebody good to read it to the person. I think that's the way to do it.
Why don't we get Earl to read it, and he reads all the parentheticals, too, so he goes...
Page 7, you're asleep. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Here's the deal. Hold on. I got to take a
starts
dump. He just leaves, he leaves the recorder on. He goes, I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Then you hear in the background, oh, you want to suck Daddy Man's dick?
He's here.
He goes, oh, that's a bad girl. Loves to suck that dick.
There's a constant like rubbing sound because he's head to toe Barbados.
Oh,
Yeah.
leather pants, yeah.
And then you just hear his pants stretching. He's like, oh, I'm watching these heavyweights fight on mute. I'm getting a huge old boner here.
By the way, what a waste of everyone's time. We'll give it to John Little.
Yeah, John Little goes, you keep going, this is fucking stupid, O'Neill. This script fucking sucks.
He did say that about
it.
Michael's by the Sea. He goes, this is incredible. That's what he said.
When did he say that?
We made him read 2 pages of it. He lost his marbles.
Well, then
dude.
maybe he's the best guy to read it. He goes, if you're listening to this, you don't fucking buy this. You're a fucking idiot.
He said, if you wrote this, though, he goes, I'm worried about you guys.
I was going to say the R word, but I think we're being shadow banned on fucking. I tried to search it on my TV, my new TV. On the Google side, you type in Slop Quest, they give you no offerings.
Well, by the
They
way,
don't offer you up any that might be this.
yeah, I think that we are shadow banned, which is crazy because I watched a video of cops blowing a guy's head away with a shotgun on YouTube, and it had ads on it. Jesus.
What were the ads
fucking
for?
M&Ms.
For helmets, for bandage wraps.
For M&Ms, bro.
Oh, my. Dude, the algorithm somehow is linked to getting your head blown off to M&Ms. How? I'd love to see the pathways for that.
They're like pellets in a shotgun, pellets of M&Ms.
Pellets in your mouth. You know what? He was probably horny from the green M&M.
Yeah, he was so horny from the green M&M, his head blew off.
Were they peanut or chocolate?
I think it was just a regular M&M commercial.
Okay,
they didn't have animated.
It was a regular generic. They go, well, we're not going to decide for you, but we have 2 options:
peanut butter or chocolate.
Dude, I just found out Death Water. Well, this is their own self-evaluation, but they're worth like $700 million.
Holy shit!
And they just all for marketing. It's just water.
Is it called Death Water? I thought it was called
liquid death.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I call it Death Water too.
Maybe death water is the way to go.
Maybe we'll create our own company.
If we could be worth
By the way,
$7,000.
I read about how they made their company. It seemed like a huge pain in the ass for them to get
it took them
started.
years. Yeah. And they're still doing rounds of funding.
Because there are also other companies like Nestle gets water free from us.
Why?
They just bottle it up.
From
they
the
bottle
water-
up
from the
our
water
own
caves?
aquifers, yeah, and then they sell it back
Wait,
to
how?
us. Dude, it's fucked, man.
What are you how is this happening?
Because they have some kind of government contract
Nestle?
where they get to bottle that shit for free.
Yeah, well,
dude.
I got an idea, Nestle. How about you end your contract for Kit Kats, the manufacturer in the U.S., and go with the one in all the foreign countries where they have all the best flavors?
It's going to be a great episode. This motherfucker hiccuped 3 minutes in.
Hey, free Vietnam.
Oh, yeah? Is that a Vietnam shirt?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Mario Superstar shirt. or
Free
something.
Vietnam.
Well, someone who said it here, Avash Shin says Ryan is wearing the Chinese Pigman sympathizer shirt.
Oh, it is.
It's
It
true.
could be.
I know. Maybe they got to me.
The Chinese pigman got to you?
The Chinese, because some of the parts of my new TV may have been manufactured in China. I didn't go with the Chinese brand specifically because I believe that they're selling them dirt cheap to put listening devices into your home.
Hold on a second. Let me get this straight. You think that part of your TV might have been made in China?
Well, no, it's a.
This is blowing my mind, folks.
I don't, but it's a Sony. So
Is it your first Sony?
No, it's not my first. This ain't my first Sony.
Do you remember those ads? My first Sony?
No.
Okay.
Why? What?
They were kids. They're like, I like pizza pie. I like macaroni, but what I love is my first Sony.
Oh.
Do 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 do. That was the whole song.
I'll be
They
honest
got
with you.
Paul Stanley to sing it though.
Yeah.
And that never aired because it was like a kid on a trapeze,
Yeah.
chalk flying as
And then he dies, and Paul Stanley goes, he died of rock and roll pneumonia.
They call me Dr. Love, so I diagnosed it.
There's a toy store near my house, and they do all these somehow this lady gets all these. Do you remember the old Texas Instruments? Whatever the fucking thing was, it was like a square with a handle, and it was red, and it was like you could type in words or something. It was in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. The Speak and Spell.
Was that what it was
Yeah.
called? But they had other things too. Texas Instruments did they had a yellow one that did something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it did, but
Right.
how? So there's reproductions of it, and I want to know how is that legal? Do they license it? Do they go to the Texas
yeah.
Instruments? Like, you
I
haven't
think-
made this in 40 years.
I think they license it, dude.
But who the
Yeah.
fuck do you call over there and go, hey, we want to start making those?
Well, I don't think you just pick up the phone and call Texas Instruments.
Yeah, I'd like to have your speak and spell department, please.
Yeah.
It's just some old guy goes, I haven't had a call in 50 years.
And he goes, thank God. Someone needs to change my diaper. They got me chained to the desk down here.
I mean, how do you even? Then they go, yeah, I guess.
What do you mean, yeah, I guess?
I mean, you're not going to sell a lot of them.
Yeah, but they don't use the property anymore.
I know,
so
but
it's just like
how much
free.
is it?
They get
$30 a day?
They get a percentage, I think. You know.
They call it the Andrew DeWitt. Give me the Andrew DeWitt, $30
By the way, you can
a day.
buy all their products on eBay.
Like the real. There's
Speak and Spell Vintage 1978 Texas Instruments Speak and Spell
okay,
$36.
but these are brand fucking new, and they're less than that. I think they're probably like $25.
Okay, well, I guess.
Because I buy a lot of reproduction shit, Care Bears.
What are
stuff
you
like
worried
that.
about? Then,
I
you know?
don't know how do you turn a profit? Because how many are you actually going to sell?
I think you'll sell some to people who are like, oh, I got this for my wife. Because I got my wife an Alf doll,
Yeah.
you know, and she was like,
I can
oh,
see
hell
that.
yeah,
I
dude.
still have my original.
Oh, do you for real?
Yeah, the voice box obviously wore out a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I got my wife the Planet Melmac.
You got her a flight to the planet Melmac.
I just know
By
I
the
got
way,
her the Planet.
the yellow Texas Instrument thing is Speak and Read.
That's it.
There's
That's
a
why
Speak
I
and
had
read,
it.
And there's a Speak and Math.
Okay, so I had the yellow one because it was Speak and Read because I couldn't spell.
Or read.
Yeah, it's
By
like
the way-
a gray one is Speak and Math. And then red
Oh,
is spell.
I broke mine because I was smarter than the machine.
Than the average bear. Did you ever get mad at not being able to read?
I loved it.
What do you mean you loved it?
Because I always thought, I was like, who reads? It seems
God, you're
like
such a bad kid if you love not reading.
I loved it. What I loved was scamming my way out of reading in class and stuff. And then like when they gave you a book to read in lit class, you're like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah, it is. Guy goes, I scammed my way out of it by being retarded.
Now we've been shadow banned.
I'm sorry. I should have said.
I'm
sorry.
trying to not.
I'm trying not to say it either.
I'm trying
dude.
not to say cunt. I'm
Yeah.
trying not. Oh,
I'm
we're
sorry.
done. We're
I'm
done.
sorry, O'Neill. I'm sorry. I try not to say that word either, man.
We're gonna go on one of these crazy sites, dude.
Here's the problem.
We're gonna be the king of one of these fucking lunatic fringe
we might
sites.
have to go
That's
on
where we're going.
Donald Trump's. What is it called? What's he call it? Rumble Duck.
Is that his or was that?
No, but it's like I think it is for people who all been kicked off
Yeah,
of
but
YouTube for
here-
saying bad shit.
But it is like it's the alt tech,
Yeah.
and sometimes you have to have strange bedfellows in order to fucking, shake up the system.
Yeah.
Because YouTube ain't cutting it anymore, man.
No,
They're
we're gonna be
fucking
like this
psychotic.
podcast is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee.
I'll take it.
It's brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee. What else? Doc Martens. You go. We're getting a real weird demographic, guys.
But that is our demographic.
Well, our demographic is the.
I don't want to be.
American
I just don't want to be in there with
demographic.
Ben Shapiro. I'll be in there with his sister with those big old honkers.
Hypothetically, let's say that you were in there with me, O'Neill.
Because he's too much of a dork.
He is a fucking dweeb, dude.
It's too much. I thought he was gonna be fighting for something. Instead, he's like, don't have sex before you get married. I was like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
dork.
He's a super dweeb.
Yeah, I'll blow loads whenever I want.
Charlie Kirk talks about that. He goes, "That is my sperm. I don't put it in someone else until I'm married. That's my own sperm."
Yeah, I was like, dude, when you start going that, you're like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Your sister has those big jugs and you never blasted them.
Well, I think that part's reasonable for him to not blast his sister's jugs.
Yeah.
Not with those jugs.
Okay.
He goes, the sister goes out the window. All blood relation has ceased. to
Hypothetically,
exist.
let's say that your sister does have huge jugs.
Guys like that always have weird secrets anyway.
You think his weird secret is that he blew loads on those jugs?
Something weird happened. It's like he got so much load blown out on those jugs that he didn't want to fuck outside his marriage or before he got married.
Oh, yeah. He goes, I don't even need to worry about that. I'll just titty fuck my sister's huge boobs. Are we shadow banned now?
Yeah. He also wouldn't approve of this. That's what I don't like. People that don't approve of real free speech. Just making fun of some guy saying he's going to titty fuck his big-titted sister.
But she has the hugest tits. She has huge, gorgeous tits.
What we need to do, we need to be a little more specific about that because there's lots of huge tits out there that aren't great. She has spectacular huge titties.
Yeah, dude. And have you seen her husband? He's a real dork, dude.
Yeah, probably because she goes, it's the first guy I fucked, so I have to stay with him. Otherwise, my brother.
Dude, we should cuck that guy. We should cuck that guy and do a podcast where we run a train.
Dude, I'm super into this cuck stuff. Not being the cuck, but I get it now. You just want to cuck people.
Dude, I did it.
That's what fuck their ladies in front of them.
I told you I did that in fucking.
They love it. I almost think the cuck is the most alpha. He's like, yeah, get in there.
It is weird. It is weird.
It might be the most alpha move you could do if you're into it. You go, yeah. If someone's doing it in front of you to like spite you, it's different. But if you go, yeah, fuck her good, and she goes, I want you to make eye contact with me, and he's like, I am.
Wait, she says that
Yeah,
to him?
and he goes, oh, I'm looking you right in
I'm
the
looking.
eye.
I see what you're doing. You're doing a real bad
It might be the
thing.
ultimate fucking move.
I told you when I went to those medieval reenactments, I pounded those two huge chicks. One was the
Yeah.
guy's wife. The other-
Oh, if you've pounded a huge chick, I've heard about it.
but the
Trust
other,
me on that.
But the other was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he
And
had
he loved it.
He had a wife and a girlfriend, and
See, this is
I
the
pounded them
ultimate.
both.
You're at a different level if you have a wife and a girlfriend,
Yeah.
and you're not a cuck anymore.
Yeah.
You might be the ultimate male. You go, I've got a
Maybe.
wife and a girlfriend, and guess what? I don't give a fuck.
sit
if
in
you
the corner of
pound
the tent.
both
He's
of
like,
them.
"Yeah,
and
do
they
it."
love it.
Yeah, do it. Fuck them. I thought it was the weirdest thing in the world.
If you're doing it and you don't like it, or if your lady's out there doing it and she demands that you let her do it and you don't like it, that's different. But if you seek it out,
yeah.
if you're like at the beginning of fucking American Gigolo where you bring Richard Gere in and you're in there watching and you guys like, yeah, get her good, Richie.
I told you my ex-girlfriend was into that. She was into watching me with another woman.
My current girlfriend is into it.
Yeah, is that true?
I don't have
And
I don't
then
have time for a girlfriend.
no, it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
The first time we did it, she goes, "This is fucked up. This is a sin." That's what she said.
I think that's what makes it good.
This is a sin, is what she said. That's crazy. It was her idea. It was her idea.
I get it. People get cold feet in the middle.
To scream, "This is a sin," and then run out of the apartment, though.
And then I just said, Heil Jesus.
I mean, that guy got mad at you.
Yeah, somebody said make fun of Islam, and I was like, well,
We don't
Islam
know
hasn't
about
really
it.
impacted my life that way.
We don't know about it. We would be making. Listen, all of these texts have things we would have ripped on
Yeah.
if we grew up around.
Dude,
them.
in
You
one
know?
one block, like if you go across the street, one block around my entire house, 6 churches.
Yeah.
6 churches within a 1 block radius of my home.
You got the one of the world's biggest Sikh temples, though.
No, this was in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
No, in L.A. That doesn't. But I'm saying, so right across the street was a church, another across the street. On that block was the fucking wild times.
It is. And here's the deal, Guy. Listen, we know that it upsets you when we say those things, okay? But I grew up where my Dungeons and Dragons club was canceled by Christians. My Magic the Gathering club was canceled by Christians.
Yeah.
We had prayer at the pole every morning
Yeah.
where people would
I got spit on while trying to take a girlfriend in for an abortion.
Did you really?
But I'd like to tell people that.
I only had my dorky things taken away. They protested Pokemon in our town because a pastor in a Baptist church had said it was Pokemon is Japanese for pocket demons.
They would go, and that was before the internet, so you couldn't go. Maybe it is.
Yeah, but
Nobody knew how to translate Japanese.
So yeah, if we had grown up around people in an Islamic religion being like, you can't play video games because it's the devil, or you can't build.
Then we would start our
Gundam.
band Quran.
Yeah, we would exactly.
Are you wearing Neutrogena glasses?
I am. I was wondering.
Neutrogena.
I was wondering specifically how long it would take for you to notice that.
I kept reading it, and I got the first part of it. I couldn't see the end. I go, I think those are new. So Neutrogena, the hand lotion.
Yeah.
You wear their brand of sunglasses.
Hey, my wife got free glasses at a work event that she went to for her internship.
And Neutrogena is a big. They're like, not only do we do hand lotions, which you wouldn't want hand lotions and sunglasses to get together because your hands are all greasy. Now you're going to finger up the lens.
Yeah.
So 2 things that don't go together.
It was an outside event, so it was perfect to have sunglasses.
Yeah, but wouldn't they go, hey, we've got some fucking Ray-Bans or...
Well, we have to constantly get new glasses because my wife's way of storing our sunglasses
is under her shoe.
No, she
It's
puts
on the couch.
No, dude, she puts them in the junk drawer. With all our keys and fucking screws and shit.
Yeah.
And like we're like, we can't see out of these. They're all fogged up and scratched up.
What is it with women and sunglasses? My wife can't keep a pair of sunglasses for more than a month.
I think they hate them. I think they secretly hate them because I see the way my wife will throw them on the floor.
Yeah.
Like she'll throw them in her purse with her
Lost,
fucking keys.
sit on them. Yeah.
They don't last. I think women deep down, they hate. So in the original Bible, it was the woman was tempted by a pair of sunglasses.
Oh, is that true?
Not by a serpent.
Some Oakleys?
Yeah, some sweet fucking Oakleys.
Some silver-tongued Oakleys.
Yeah. And then if they borrow, because Tammy will borrow my sunglasses every now and then.
Oh, that's the worst. You know what I do? I have a list of things that you have to do if you're going to borrow my sunglasses. I go, this is a checklist. I go, and you have to guarantee me. And she's like, I'm not going to guarantee you. I go, you're already telling me that you're going to fuck up my glasses. Because and so I don't let anyone borrow anything. I'll
Yeah.
buy you a new pair.
Yeah. That's
You're
what
not
you
borrowing.
say.
You're not borrowing.
Yeah,
my
I'm
shit.
going to Rite Aid right now to get you a new pair of glasses.
I learned a long time ago. I take care of things differently than a lot of people, so you can't borrow anything of mine.
I take care of certain things pretty well.
I take care of all things. I have
Other
underwear
things-
from 20 years ago.
I do too, but you've seen them and they're falling apart.
I have pristine underwear from 20 years ago.
Well, because you're not a fat guy with huge nuts.
That has nothing to do with it. I just don't shit streak them, and I don't fucking.
We gonna
No,
play this
I'm not saying
tomfoolery?
you do. I'm not saying
We
you
go
do.
right
I'm
back to
saying
the
a lot of
tomfoolery.
people shit streak them.
I don't shit streak my underwear.
Yeah, I also have more ass.
Let
and
me
I've gone
fucking
through
knock on
this.
wood, though.
Now you make me do it. I have a lot of ass. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
can't
working
penetrate it.
on getting my ass in gear.
I did see that your ass looks less sleepy these days.
Expand on that, please.
It just seems more seems a little perkier. It seems like, hey, whoa.
It is getting perkier, dude.
Do you know what they call you? They call you Rip Van Winkle ass.
I'm going to
Been
this
asleep for 20 years.
this summer. I'm going to unleash the ass
He goes, this is the summer the ass wakes
because
up.
I've realized that no matter my calves and quads were big because I wasn't doing squats with my butt at all. It wasn't activating my ass at all.
I think probably when your dad would come into your room, like when you were in school, to wake you up, and he goes, "Wake your ass up right now." He was talking. It was a literal. He wasn't
Yeah.
saying it.
So
It's a
we
figure
grew
of
up a
speech.
little bit differently
Okay.
in that my parents never cussed in front of us.
Oh.
They would never say the word ass.
Oh, really? Well, my dad would never come in and wake me up for school because he wasn't home anywhere. He didn't know we went to school.
My dad would sing us a song to wake us up.
He comes in with his guitar.
He had a banjo. But he never. But
Who was your dad? Steve Martin?
He
Can you
really.
imagine if your dad was?
He did
Steve
love Steve Martin.
I'm sure he did.
There was a picture of Steve Martin with long hair with a banjo.
Yeah.
Where he looks really cool, and I go, "This is exactly."
Yeah,
This-
it's in the book. Yeah.
Yeah, this is exact. That was the exact year when my dad built his first banjo. I know he was like, "This guy's funny and he looks cool."
He goes, "This guy pounds ass."
I'm sure that's why he built this banjo. He built it. He built his own banjo.
Dude, yeah, no, we cussed nonstop in our house.
You didn't want to hear the song, his good wake up song.
Oh, wait, well, yeah, what is?
Good.
But I would, yeah.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with bright, shiny faces. This is the best way to start a new day.
I would punch somebody in the face if they came in singing that. That is not the way I want to, because it's almost like they're fucking with you.
Well, my sister would throw her alarm clock at the door. She broke 2 alarm clocks.
Yeah, because
She'd
that
go,
is the worst
Shut
way.
up!
Shut the fuck up! That would never happen. Not someone coming to your door singing a song to you?
Yeah.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Hey, that's how we woke up in the morning.
We had the dream machine.
What was the dream machine?
The clock.
Oh,
The
yeah,
old
yeah,
dream
yeah.
machine, which they now reproduce. And that if that didn't wake you up, you're fucked.
Machine.
I had the Star
tricks
Wars clock, but they broke.
Oh yeah,
The one where
they always break.
R2D2 and C3PO are like,
butt fucking.
"It's Master's time to wake up in the morning.
Oh, I have a boner. What do I do?
Put it in R2's butt."
Okay, R2.
Yeah, that's what it did.
Dude, I can't believe your dad woke you up via song.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Hey.
He
That's
goes, I'm sure it was his favorite thing, too. It's probably like his fondest memories. Like, he set his alarm clock 15 minutes before everyone else, gets up, gets
Yeah.
the banjo, does a few licks, gets warmed up,
Yeah.
and then goes, time to go door to door.
Dude, my sister would scream at him. My brother and I loved it. My sister would scream at him.
Would you guys pretend, even if you got up early, if you heard him get the banjo out, you rub back to sleep and put the covers
Oh,
over
I
it?
definitely would close. I definitely would close my eyes and wait until he came in to sing us the song.
I think it would be the most infuriating thing that ever happened to me in the morning.
Why?
If my wife came in and was like playing her fucking guitar, singing to me, I would grab the guitar and smash it against the wall. Get the fuck out of here.
But why? That's a sweet way to wake you up.
I
dude.
understand the sentiment behind it, but I don't want to hear fucking live music in the morning. It's the last thing I want to hear is
It
live
is
music in
unhinged.
the
I could
morning.
see your wife doing that, dude. Her goofy fucking ass with a fucking guitar trying to wake you up.
She knows that.
Doing bits.
She knows that, like, when I'm awake, like, I will text her
Yeah.
something stupid, and then I'll hear her run down the hall and open the door, and I'll pretend I'm asleep. And then she'll get into bed, and she'll go, and I'll go, "What are you doing? Why are you waking me up?"
But that's the same time kind of
No, it
tomfoolery.
isn't. Oh my God! If I'm asleep,
You don't think you
And
would
it's
start laughing? You don't think
ringing
you'd start
around.
laughing?
what? The first time, not half my life.
I got a camera with a flash one time. I woke Tammy up in the middle of the night pretending I was a paparazzi.
Dude.
Taking pictures of her.
I would pull Alec Baldwin and just break your fucking camera.
She loved it. I was trying to get pictures of her ass.
It's insane to wake up and flashes.
It
are
is
going
crazy.
off. Dude, what the fuck?
It is
I'd
crazy.
feel extra
But you can
stabby
see-
if I was waking up like that.
You can see in her face because on one of the pictures she's like, she's doing that. This is exciting.
The fuck? No way. There's not even a chance. If I woke up flat, I'd flail before I woke up. I'd just be swinging
Yeah.
around. Go, what the fuck is going on?
You know how Winnie used to wake me up when she was like 2.5. She would drag Buzzy into the room. She'd shove Buzzy in my face and go, "Dad, I'd be Buzzy."
Yeah, that'd be tough. That's a tough way.
It was tough. It was rough.
Like, okay, Buzzy here.
It was starting every morning for about a year, being like, okay.
Because once how do you stop it? If she's like, now I'm into this.
Oh, she loved Buzzy.
Yeah,
She
so
loved
then how
Buzzy
do you
so much.
stop it?
I had to be Buzzy for about a year.
I
I
think
wasn't even a dad. I was just Buzzy.
if I were you after like 6 weeks, this would probably be what I would do. I would take Buzzy while she was sleeping, and then I would do a crime scene out in the driveway of your apartment, like blood, and then put the chalk outline, and I'd be like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "Where's Buzzy?" I go, "He had an accident. Look what happened."
No,
Someone shot him out there.
I would never do that because I would cry at my own prank.
but
you know?
that adds legitimacy to it.
I understand that
Daddy's
a sick
crying.
fuck like you would think that.
It's added legitimacy.
I always hated when people were mean to stuffed animals. I can't stand that shit. I can't take it.
The guy goes, I can't watch those stuffed animal abuse videos
If
on
people
Twitter.
or if people kick over a Santa Claus decoration or something, I'm like, who the fuck do
What
you
if they
think
put
you
a
are?
giant penis on a 20, 30-foot one?
I hate people disrespecting Santa Claus. So I get
Guy goes, you know what? Fuck religion. Santa Claus. You leave him alone.
So I understand the guy who gets mad at us because if people kick over a Santa Claus or something, I'm like, that's so disrespectful.
Oh, dude, we used to just fuck people's Christmas decorations up in their yard.
Generic Christmas decorations
No,
are
like
fine.
big, like fucking. We blew the head off of a fucking reindeer
No,
once.
that's not cool.
No?
I would say, hey guys, let's do something else with this dynamite.
They'd be like, we got to kick him out of the gang.
Yeah, you would have kicked me out of the gang. I don't
We're
like
like,
people
we're not quite sure how he got here.
hurting stuffed animals. But so one night we decided we just put Buzzy up in our closet for a while because
Okay.
we were so tired
She
of
looked
it.
for him though.
She did ask where Buzzy was, and I said he went on vacation.
Very similar to the crime scene.
But you know what I would do?
Did you do pictures of him in exotic locations?
No, I thought about doing that, but when she would near the end of it, when she was like, she'd be like, "Dad, I'd be Buzzy." I would be like, "Okay," and then be like, "Oh, Buzzy's so tired. I'm Buzzy going to sleep next to Dada."
Oh, Buzzy, he has drug problem, has to go to rehab.
And so I would pretend to be Buzzy asleep in bed.
Which is tough.
It was tough.
Yeah, you might as well just do the act and then.
But then she would crawl into bed and be like, "Buzzy, wake up!"
Did you have a go-to act?
Yeah, dude, I would do stuff. I'd be like,
No,
let's-
I mean, like, did you repeat the stuff?
I would have the catchphrase that you've heard of keeping it friggity fresh. You remember that?
Oh, I remember it.
So,
do.
Aaron, you don't know this, but I brought the Buzzy puppet on an episode of our podcast one time, and O'Neill immediately started saying bad words, and I said, "God, Buzzy doesn't say bad words." And so I was like, "Guys, how about we don't do any bad words and we keep it friggity fresh.
Yeah.
O'Neill was livid. He goes, why would you bring a puppet that can't cuss on our podcast?
Yeah, but I didn't realize his name was Buzzy Shapiro. And he goes, I've only made sex to one puppet my whole life. You should do the same.
My sister has huge boobs.
Never listen to a puppet or a man who goes, you have to have sex after you get married.
It's a bad idea.
It's the worst idea you could ever have.
You have to find out if you have, what is that thing called? Vaginitis?
Vaginosis? That's an infection of the vagina.
Vaginismus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
Oh, if your cock fits.
where the penis hurts too much when it.
Yeah, vaginosis is like a discharge of the vagina.
Okay.
Military discharge. You're now a civilian. Wait, we didn't even ask. Aaron, did you wait till you got married to have sex?
No.
Okay, good.
Of course not.
I didn't want to offend Aaron. He goes,
Dude,
well, I'm kind of.
We have a couple friend of ours. They didn't wait till marriage to have sex, but they were the first people they had sex with.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
That is weird, huh?
I watched Tiny House Hunters, and there was these couple, and they've been together since middle school. My wife was watching it while I was like doing the dishes or something, and she goes, "You have to see how hot this chick is."
Yeah.
I went in. This chick was smoking like a 10, and the dude was a fucking tiny dork.
Yeah.
And I go, this guy tried to lock this down since middle school.
That's how long they've been dating?
Yeah, since middle school. And I go, this chick is going to fuck a guy at work for sure.
How much?
This chick was so hot.
Yeah.
I'm not even down or playing this up too much. And this guy was just like a regular kind of schlub.
Yeah.
And that's how you get. If you ever see a guy with like a hot chick and he doesn't have a ton of money or something, really hot, really out of his league, and he's not funny at all, it's because they were together since middle school.
Yeah. Do you ever get mad? Do your friends ever get mad that your wife is attractive and cool?
No, I don't have friends. I have friends that did a lot of fucking.
Okay.
So.
Because I remember we went to Bert's wedding, and all of Bert's friends, he was in a fraternity, and all of Bert's friends married their sorority girlfriends from college.
Yeah.
And so they're all beat and fucking.
He goes, I beat the shit out of this one.
No, I mean, they look terrible.
Yeah.
You know? And they were all mad at me because they thought Tammy was hotter than I deserved. And they would get wasted and they'd be like.
Wait, are you saying that my friends think that my wife is hotter than I
I'm
deserve?
saying that if you have shitty friends, they might think that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, also, most of my friends didn't get married till later anyway.
These guys all got married like 23, 24.
Yeah. That's a tough time because you still have, both of you haven't grown into the person that you're probably going to be for a while.
One of the guys was like, his wife had put on maybe 150 pounds since college.
Just a little bit.
And he goes, let me ask you something. Do you eat your wife's ass? I go, yeah, dude, I love it. And he goes, God, my wife won't let me eat her fucking ass. And then I go, are you serious? I go to his wife, are you serious? You won't let this guy eat your fucking ass? And she goes, no, that's my booty hole. That's where the poop comes out, my booty hole. And I go, what the fuck? I leaned right into that guy. I go, you need to cheat on your fucking
But you see why everyone cheats on their fucking wife.
Yeah, dude. Or their husband. Imagine.
Or a husband, yeah, for sure.
Imagine if a woman was like, my husband won't lick my pussy or whatever.
Or even go even further, just doesn't talk about anything.
Yeah.
They just don't talk about anything.
Besides fishing. Did you go fishing today?
And he goes, I went fishing. He really just beat off in his truck watching fucking porn on his phone.
Dude, that's the saddest way to go fishing. Gone fishing.
Hey, it happens.
Hey, a bad day fishing is better than a good day at the office.
Which is true.
Just him
Which is true.
Just him in a truck beating it to fucking bang bus.
Being in like an abandoned parking lot, jerking off on your phone from 9 to 5 is better than going into the office.
Yeah, but do you know how gross you will feel after a day of jerking off in a car?
You feel very relaxed.
I don't know if you feel relaxed at that point. I think you feel squirrely and weird.
You've never just pulled off to the side of the road on a long road trip. You're like, I got to jerk it.
Yeah, dude.
But then here's I'm always worried. Are there drones flying up there looking at
this? Was before I did it before there were drones.
Oh, I do it now because there's drones. It adds an extra element of danger.
I remember putting a McDonald's bag over my dick so I wouldn't get fucking loads all over the dashboard.
Dude, you imagine somebody walking by your window and you're just beating it with a fucking into a McDonald's bag? That's insane. That's insane. That's like a homeless man who has to do it in the middle of the town. That is sad, dude. No wonder I can see you being sad and depressed. You blow your load, you look down, and it's got a fucking McDonald's bag wrapped around your dick. You can see wet spots in it. I mean, Jesus Christ. That's one of the fucking most depressing things I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, well, where was I going to shoot it, dude?
I don't know.
want to get the fucking on the dashboard, dude.
What using napkins?
What? To just smear it around?
Just hold it around the tip.
I'm going to catch it. I caught it in the McDonald's bag, okay? I get that it's sad, all right? But maybe that's why I say it's sad and weird to beat up in your car.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think it's the craziest thing you've ever said because
not
the visual is unbelievable. You in a car with a old greasy McDonald's bag wrapped around your dick coming into it. I mean, that's wild, dude. That's wild imagery. That's wild fucking imagery. I look at you differently now. You've never said anything that's made me look at you differently. This has made me look at you differently.
Okay, dude.
Not in a bad way, but like just in a way.
It's a long time ago.
Because I can't unsee this.
Sir Bonbarf says, yelling, I'm loving it.
That's where you go. Uh-oh.
Ba-ba-ba.
You're like, I got a whopper of a load in here.
Yeah, I thought I said no mayonnaise.
You're just doing bits to yourself in an empty car? Hey, wait. Aren't Whoppers from Burger King? Why'd I catch one in this bag?
Oh, I guess that was a biggie size load.
Hey, some of the milkshake spilled. I should take it back. Dude, can you imagine going back and go, hey, I found a load of cum in my McDonald's bag. Because they wouldn't even, there's no way that they would even go, you jerked off in this bag. I just picture a bag crumpled up around, sealing off the top of the dick, and just, I mean, wild, dude.
Okay, bro. I did some wild things. I'm a wild man.
Oh, why? But that one just sticks out in my head because I can see it.
Well, it's not my proudest
I
moment.
can smell it.
Okay? Yeah, I can smell it too.
Hey, why does the car smell like McDonald's and cum? Smells like McDonald's and bleach in here.
Oh, it smells like a road trip.
Did you at least take the toy out?
I didn't get a Happy Meal. That's a square box,
You
dude.
got a happy ending meal.
This guy ordered the happy ending meal.
I think I ordered a Happy Meal. Looks like I got a happy ending meal. You just show the lady at the drive-thru inside the fucking what the fucking I don't even know what you call it. The bag.
Oh,
I look back at that video, the one where I had that giant dildo
Yeah.
on a fucking hot dog bun with mustard and go.
dude. By the way, I've never heard Jerry Rocha get any more angry when you called Comedians a Gimmick Podcast, and then he called me on the phone and he goes, they called our podcast a Gimmick Podcast, and they are going to a drive-thru with a 17-inch dildo and a hot dog bun.
Aaron, have you ever seen this video?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was on there, and I go, I think my order's wrong.
She was not happy.
And I held up. She goes, "That's not funny." I go, "Yeah, I know. It's finding this in your fucking thing or something, whatever it was." I go, "It's not funny, dude." It's pretty wild. Now thinking about it, maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Hey, I think I got this wrong. A giant
it is super
dildo
funny.
with mustard and ketchup on it in a bun. And then it's 17 inches so big, you could see the veins of your arm popping out trying to hold it up. A giant nutsack hanging off
It
of
was
it.
a double-ended dildo, wasn't it?
No, it had a suction cup.
A suction cup nut sack. That's right.
I always said because it's so big that you have to go to the other side of the room, get a running start, and jump to land on it in order to get fit inside you.
Jerry goes, they had the nerve to call our podcast a Gimmick Podcast.
When you see that
But they
dildo,
take
rise up and say, something's wrong with my order. Something's wrong with my order.
They brought a 17-inch dildo to a Burger King drive-thru.
Yeah. With Can you fucking
You
imagine
had
that?
ketchup and mustard on it.
Yeah.
You put ketchup and
And a
mustard
bun.
on a dildo.
I think there was a bun. Was there a bun or was it
And
just
you
ketchup
had
and mustard?
You go, where are the guys talking about video games with his gimmick podcast? This guy drove to Burger King with a dildo covered in ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, we were actually doing something out there. We were taking comedy to the
Boots
streets.
on the ground. We got boots
I
on
might
the
bring
ground.
that bit back.
Dude,
I
what-
might just keep going.
How would you bring it back? What would you do?
I would get a 17-inch dildo, put mustard and ketchup on it.
I get the logistics of it. I mean,
I don't know. Can you do it now? You might get in trouble.
you would probably get in big trouble now.
This wasn't that long ago.
It was
That was fun.
10 years ago.
I just yelled, YouTube pranks. Drove away.
I think you could do it in another country. You could do it in Mexico.
Yeah, and they're like, so this is a cartel, McDonald's, and now we're going to fucking skin you alive and put you in acid.
But
I would never do it in Mexico. In America, we're fine.
Where in America, though?
I mean, where I just did it, anywhere.
In Los Angeles? In woke Los Angeles? You think they're going to...
I love that.
Oh, Ryan made the mistake of going to the woke McDonald's.
Dude, clearly you haven't been to Los Angeles. Why? The reason why you think this is a liberal city is because only those people go out to vote. There's a whole large number of people who don't give a fuck about voting.
Yeah.
That don't give a fuck about being liberal.
And let's just say that this guy could probably bring a 12-inch dildo through a McDonald's drive-thru.
I mean,
it
it's
was 17 inches.
Yeah, I think it was 16 or 17.
Did you guys ever get the ketchup and mustard off of it?
The mustard stained permanently, which was tough.
By
That
the
was
way,
a tough thing to handle.
So did you take
I scrubbed it.
Did you
Yeah.
take it back to what is that sex shop everyone does comedy shows at?
The pleasure chest.
Yeah.
The pleasure chest. Did you take it to the pleasure chest?
No.
And go, hey, I got mustard, ketchup and mustard on this dildo.
No, because I was like, probably use it again. So
oh, you were thinking of doing that again? Why don't you do the waiter? I've got a fly in my soup bit, but you have a 17-inch dildo in your soup. That would be
pretty
great.
cool.
You go to a fancy restaurant,
Yeah.
you go, excuse me, waiter, there's a 17-inch dildo in my soup.
No, I just go. I don't think this is what I ordered.
It's a bowl of soup with a 17-inch dildo laying in it.
Or
Dude, what do you think would happen to you at a fancy restaurant if you did that?
who's the waiter? Someone got a sense of humor.
I don't know who the waiter is.
Who's the waiter? Well, let's say it's a Phil Phil McCracken. Listen, I think if I were a waiter and somebody did that, I would go. I'd be like, oh, well, let me get you. Let me help you out here, and then I would just fucking take the dildo out, suck it clean, shake it, and then I'd go. Is that better for you?
You would suck soup off a 17-inch dildo.
Yeah,
No, you would not.
because no one would see it coming.
Okay, yeah, but you don't know where
right.
dildos have been.
Did I tell you? I told you the greatest thing I've ever seen. The greatest prank buster of all time.
Yeah.
I've told you about this, maybe.
What is this?
A guy named Dan Anik, comedian.
Yeah.
He's a little guy. He's a great guy. And Ari, sometimes when he'd bring you up, he'd have his penis out, and he would fucking try to take your hand when you shook it on stage, and he'd try to put your hand on his cock.
Uh-huh.
And people would freak out. Brody freaked out, but a lot of people freaked out. He did it to Dan Anik. Dan Anik grabbed his cock and started violently shaking it. Ari goes, oh, let it go. Let it stop. And then that's the greatest. You lean into it. Dude.
That is true.
You take that dildo out, you suck off the soup you can, and then you shake it dry, and then you lay it on the side of the table. You go, is that better? That's what I would do. Let us know what you would do in the comments.
Yeah, that's your slop quest of the day.
Would you be mad? I mean, if you're having a bad day, I think that would I mean, look, you got to roll with it. You can't go. If I were that lady at the drive-thru, I'd go, oh, let me take that and get you your order. And then I would have my own 17-inch dildo.
But some people don't want to be pranked, you know.
I get it, but the worst thing you do is either way, it's happening to you. And it's not like a violent one.
You might as well lay back and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not like someone's coming to run up to you with a fake gun, like some of those YouTubers stealing your luggage.
Oh, dude, the
that's
fake
a
gun
hot
thing
new
is
thing.
crazy.
Yeah, and stealing your luggage or claiming you've stolen their luggage is a hot thing too.
Yeah, I would hate that.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
It is more fun than claiming, "Hey, you stole my luggage."
This guy goes it's a little bit more fun. Even Ben Shapiro was like, that's a great bit.
You know what you should do?
As long as
You
she's,
should
she's
shake
not
off-
using it on herself before
Take the
marriage.
dildo out of the soup. Shake it off. Go. Has anyone lost this?
That's a great. There we go.
Whose is this?
What you should do is wipe it off on your pants,
Yeah.
or take a napkin and fucking really shine it up,
Yeah.
and go. I'll put it in our lost and found. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And then you make a cardboard sign that says "Lost and Found" by the fucking receptionist thing, and it's just the only thing there is a 17-inch
And you
dildo
hang it from a string.
fucking covered in soup.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna get you a new soup because you fucked up your own soup, or whatever it is. I go, oh, you know what? Thank you. I'll just put it in our lost and found.
You go to a fancy enough restaurant, you could get someone to die there because of that dildo prank. Because really old people eat at these super fancy restaurants.
Dude, what is this? A Rodney Dangerfield movie from the 80s? Go, oh my God! And just have a heart attack, fall over in your chair with her legs straight up in the air. Oh, looks like we got a stiff one.
You're doing that at one table, and I'm like jealous of it. So then I put a McDonald's bag full of cum in my.
And they go, you're arrested. You're
They
going,
would arrest me.
yeah,
for
you
that.
can't put bodily fluid on there.
Yeah, dude. They go, this isn't funny.
Dildos are hilarious, dude.
They are funny.
I think more people buy them for the joke than actually use them.
And I think a lot of those people end up using them.
That's what they call the dirty secret of the dildo industry.
Is that people buy them for jokes and then also use them.
I think most people do not ever use a dildo. They'll use a vibrator, but they buy the dildo for the joke of it.
I bought a dildo. The first dildo I bought, it was in Chicago at the adult movie place.
Romantics?
I think maybe that's what it was called.
I don't know. If
I don't remember the name of it. But they had this is a place that had video booths, and I remember.
How many were there? Because I had a buddy who used to go to those all the
There's
time.
like 4 or 5 video booths.
Okay.
But like I remember.
No, I'm saying how many of those are there in the city?
Oh,
So I had a buddy who used to go.
There's a few.
Near the Loop. He would go all the time.
there's one.
loved
This was in Old Town, so this, that's close to the Loop.
It is close to the Loop.
But like the guy, he said I have to make sure this works before I sell it to you.
The vibrator
Yeah,
or the
so
dildo?
he took it out of the thing and then put batteries in it and turned it on, and
and
so
then shoved it in his ass. He
no,
goes,
but
"I
in
have
front of the
this."
entire store, there's this purple wiener with lights in it. I didn't know that there was lights in it.
You go, oh, added bonus.
Light it up and it's going wabba 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 wabba.
Was it the L.A. Knights of? Were those the first ones that had the light up fucking sneakers?
Dude, that place was gross. We didn't go back.
All of them are. I don't know why they don't make it a little. You know what? The Hustler store tried to do that, where they tried to make it a little classier.
They did.
Like, come in and see a lady peeing in a picture, but feel classy about it.
We had a lady talk my wife into trying to get wedge pillows from Hustler store.
This
You know,
is this for your girding?
No, this is the wedge pillows you put under the
Yeah.
butt to fuck them better. you
Yeah.
know?
I just pile pillows up.
Yeah, that works too.
'Cause
Also,
I'm not gonna let Big Fuck Wedge take my money.
but Big Fuck Wedge has been turned into when my back goes out, I use that instead. So
You know
it's
what?
like
It's like when they started using like Propecia was to treat fucking your prostate.
Yeah.
Shrink your prostate, and they're like, oh, it grows hair. And they go, well, these fuck wedges were used for fucking. Here's a weird side effect. People's backs start feeling better.
I would every time my back went out, I would use the fuck wedge to do my work on it.
And it smelled and had stains.
It doesn't smell or have stains.
How do you wash the fuck wedge?
It has. I've brought it over to your apartment.
Yeah, I
remember?
know. Trust me, I was not pleased.
Yeah, you were pretty pissed. You were pissed that whole episode.
Yeah, because there's a fucking McDonald's bag stuck
There
to
was
it.
no McDonald's bag stuck to it. You were more pissed at my dirty feet. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Well, wait till
Kept
you
talking
see.
about my
I
dirty feet.
completely redecorated our house. So
I can't-
now
I can't wait.
there's a little foot bath when you walk in. You'll have to wash your feet
Is
before
that true?
you
Is that
enter.
really true?
Yeah, this is a whole new level.
Is there really a foot bath?
I redecorated. Yeah, you're not even gonna recognize this place, and you're also gonna go, "Whoa, classy."
All right. When I get there and there's just
You have to bring socks.
okay.
You'll have to bring socks.
Why do I need to bring socks?
We don't go barefoot anymore.
You wear socks only?
Yeah, it's new regime.
What's
regime
how
change.
much is what percentage of this is real?
This is all real.
Okay.
There's be no more camping chair sitting. I'll tell you that much.
This guy had a camping chair for his chair in his apartment as a married man for 20 years.
Yeah.
He goes,
And I'm glad I did because the old couch got so sweaty.
It didn't get sweaty for me.
It smelled like balls sweat.
It smelled
deodorant. So,
I wasn't the one who was doing that.
yeah, but that got tossed out. Even a homeless person, I saw him sitting in it when I put it out on the curb, and he's like,
Yeah, it smells.
"Ooh, oof, oof."
Someone put deodorant on
Smells
their
like somebody did podcasts on this for years in the middle of the summer.
That part is rough.
Let me get back to the cussing.
Okay.
So this is the greatest thing I've ever seen as far as cussing related goes. Because my grandmother, my dad's mother, she was a bit of a prude.
Yeah.
She didn't approve of any of that. But my dad cussed and swore constantly.
Yes.
So one day we're in the barn and I think we were castrating pigs.
Yeah.
And we were trying to catch them, and I was trying to hold them while my brother did it. My dad was watching, and he's just screaming at us. He's like, "You fucking cocksuckers!" And then my grandmother walks in, and he's just on this tirade, and we could see her in the back. And my dad was like her favorite, and and then she's for like a minute listened to him just call us cocksucker, piece of shit, all this shit. And my brother and I are just smiling and laughing. He's like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" And then my grandmother goes, "Steve, I can't." And then as soon as she was like, she had never seen this side of him. And then as soon as she left, he goes, "You motherfuckers didn't tell me she was standing behind me." And my brother and I still talk about that to this day. It was the greatest being busted for screaming and yelling the most offensive fucking curse words by your mom.
Dude, it must have been great.
Yeah.
I still laugh about, and now Winnie does too, now that she knows the story. But my brother was throwing toys. He wasn't allowed to when he was a kid. And
he goes, "We do not throw toys." And did your dad sit down and sing a song? "We don't throw toys in this house."
He goes, "Don't throw another toy. You throw another toy, you're going to get spanked."
Oh.
And then my brother goes, "Okay." And then he goes, "Hey, Andrew, look at this." He pulls out a line. And he goes, "This is a line that only goes pee-pee at nighttime." And I go, "That's cool. Let me see it." He goes, "You want to see it? I'll throw it to you." And my dad was standing behind him the whole time. It'd been less than 30 seconds from him saying he wouldn't throw anything else.
Please tell me he winds it up, and as soon as he throws it, your dad just blocks the shot.
Dude, what he did, he threw it. The second it left his hand, wha-pow! The
Oh,
hardest
yeah.
bang ever. Dude, and I laughed so hard because my brother just rocketed off of the floor. He was so surprised and scared, and he was crying, and it was the funniest shit I'd ever seen in my life. I couldn't stop laughing, dude.
And that's why you need to bring spanking back, because
I
it
think so,
oftentimes
too.
is hilarious.
I think it gets to them. I think they understand it more.
I keep saying I want to sell a spanking knee so that parents don't feel as bad. They're not putting the kid over their own knee. There's a spanking knee.
What about
You only got to do it once, and then you go, well, let's go to the spanking knee.
What about spanking hand?
That'll be an additional purchase that you can make with a hand. You can put different. It'll be spring loaded, and you can put different levels of.
And an
pressure.
entire spanking parent that's just a robot that spanks your children for
Which
you.
wouldn't be bad. You imagine a robot.
You go,
gets a
"Don't
little-
make me turn on Spank Daddy." It's a robot that comes out of the closet.
And he goes, oddly
grabs your
enough,
children and spanks them. That's terrifying, dude.
Spank Daddy also jerk off Daddy.
I'll tell you this, dude. I got the belt. I got the spoon. I got spanked. I don't have that doesn't bother me. When I think about things that my parents did that bother me, it was never getting the belt for not listening.
You don't think getting the belt made you come into a fucking McDonald's bag later in life in your car? I think it probably had something to do with it.
No, I knew you were going to make this sexual, but no, it had nothing
I'm just
to do
saying,
with it.
everything you do is related to your childhood.
Yeah, but I don't get spanked by my wife.
Yeah, you do. You get whipped.
No, she goes, "This is taking too long."
I don't have patience for this anymore.
She'll whip my ass for a little bit, and then she'll be like,
She'll be like, yawn.
she'll be like, "All right, that's enough."
All right, we got to switch over because Aaron has what he believes may be the story of the year about his neighbors.
Yeah, and I've got some more stuff from that blog on parenting, I've also got.
And we got to talk about that fucking lady.
We still haven't talked about that lady.
And you've got a neighbor update.
I've got a neighbor update. I've got an Elon Musk guy, a hilarious Elon Musk Reddit update. We've got the.
I went to a car show yesterday
Yeah.
in Glendale, and they had. I saw the first Cybertruck actually
all
up
white
close.
Mercedes?
It literally was like that and fucking Mustangs, and then nobody was speaking English. Not even the police. Everyone was speaking Armenian. And there was a Cybertruck there.
Yeah.
I've seen him driving by, but it's hilarious how many people walked by and go, God, that thing's fucking stupid.
Dude, I told you my
Wild.
kid laughed out loud when she saw it. She doesn't even know what it is.
Yeah.
She goes, "What is that?"
Abby was with her nieces. This weekend, and one drove by up in Central California, and they go, "That's so stupid." I don't know who it's for.
I don't either.
It is. It's got to be the biggest pain in the ass to drive because it's huge.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it when you see this update from this guy who's like, his car's breaking down, and he's still like, I love this company. Dude, it's hilarious.
I've never seen more billionaire fanboys. You know, we used to be against the billionaires.
I know.
We
When we were a proper country.
Yeah.
Like that video I sent you where the lady goes, is your country real?
Dude, that is great because Pelosi goes, TikTok, tic-tac-toe.
Aaron, have you seen that video where Pelosi's giving a speech about TikTok? She goes, we're trying to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe, a winner. That makes no sense.
Oh, my God. Dude, I still believe that guy who's in jail for taking a dump on her on her desk, I still think she did it because she's in her 80s. Accidentally took a shit on her chest and blamed it on the January 6 people. She goes, thank God.
You said chest again.
Oh.
You said that she actually took a shit on her chest.
I think that she probably wipes from back to chest.
Oh, she goes right between the
way up.
tits.
Yeah.
She goes all the way. Oh, dude.
And then walks out naked to her fucking husband who got hit with a hammer and goes, how do you like me now? And he's like, ooh, smelly.
He goes, oh, you got skid marks between your titties.
Just the way I like it. Reminds me of killing my brother.
And then he nuts. He nuts in a McDonald's bag.
Fucking.
Oh.
Well, hey, get the laughs in while you can, because at some point we ain't gonna be able to make fun of anybody in power.
No, they're gonna pass some kind of law. The podcast.
We already have people. Look, billionaires they're already living a fucking fantastic life. Make fun of them all you want, but they're trying to stop people from making fun of them.
They are.
Which is
They
insane.
literally are.
Yeah, and somehow we're like, yeah, fucking, I want to be like them.
I want to be the guy.
Look, none of us are gonna be billionaires. We could be millionaires. Billionaires require you to be, one, extraordinarily lucky, and two, have no moral compass whatsoever.
Yeah, and have some kind of weird government connection
Yeah.
that you get like free shit.
Because if you can live in the world with $1 billion, while 94% of the world is living like fucking absolute dog shit, you got some fucking crazy going on.
Speaking of which, congratulations to Rupert Murdoch on his 5th marriage.
I saw that. I saw some lady post. She goes, I don't know what to do. My husband goes, good for him. And I said, what are you talking about? She goes, Rupert Murdoch got married again.
93. Somehow, he found a woman who's 67. Somehow it's still
Wow.
25 years younger.
That's crazy. And for a long time, he was fucking married to Mick Jagger's ex-wife.
Him and Mick Jagger, fucking Eskimo brother.
That fucking troll.
That is so
Can you imagine
crazy.
swapping fucking ladies with Mick Jagger?
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I wonder what that lady was up to. Dude, can you imagine sucking? Holtzman used to have a great bit about that when they invented fucking Viagra when it first came out.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, now all these gold digging whores are going to have to get the fucking, finally have to suck down the cum of these old guys.
Dude.
And it's been in the ball sack a long time.
By the way,
I used to love that bit.
have you seen?
By the way, it was like 10 minutes long about it. Describe
have you
how
seen the
fucking
women that get filmed who are mad at Holtzman, and they say,
Oh yeah.
they go up to the comedy club owner and they say, this man is mentally ill. you shouldn't. We can't laugh at this. This is a mentally.
He's not mentally ill.
This is a mentally ill.
Guy has 3 pensions, and he's a world traveler.
It's so funny to me how they go, there's nothing funny about him. I think he's having a breakdown. That's what they say.
I don't like the people that go and complain, but the people that just walk out, I get it. Hey, also, you shouldn't they're just like, yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I don't want to, it's not my cup of tea. And I support anybody who's like, this isn't for me. I don't support if you want to go complain and try to get the guy fired. But if you want to walk out and go, I'm not that interested. It's kind of like walking out of a movie that you don't like.
I mean, this lady,
I don't like this.
This lady was
movie.
like, no, I'm genuinely concerned that he's having a mental breakdown on stage.
Well, one time there's like a psychiatrist in there when it was just like Brody late night, and we were all yelling and heckling at him, and she's like, "This man has extreme mental problems." And we go, "Yeah, we know.
We're stand-up comedians.
Yeah, well, yeah,
We're his friends.
yeah." The sad part is we're his good friends. We're supporting him. He loves it. She goes, "What you're doing is not." I go, "What's the alternative? Not do it?"
Yeah, dude. Sometimes ladies don't understand.
Sometimes parents don't understand. Oh shit, we got to cross
Yeah,
over.
we gotta
Okay,
cross over.
we're
Here,
crossing over.
Here, do the thing.
Ready?